Federasi Rusia mendesak semua pihak yang terlibat konflik Israel-Palestina menahan diri usai eskalasi situasi akibat serangan udara Israel yang dibalas roket milisi Palestina. Hal tersebut disampaikan juru bicara Kementerian Luar Negeri Rusia, Maria Zakharova, dalam pernyataan yang dirilis pada Sabtu 6 Agustus 2022 yang meminta semua pihak agar kembali ke situasi gencatan senjata berkelanjutan. Moskow sangat khawatir tentang suatu babak baru kekerasan bersenjata di zona konflik Israel-Palestina, kata Zakharova dalam pernyataannya sebagaimana dikutip TASS. Zakharova menyebut tensi di sekitar Gaza meningkat setelah Israel meluncurkan serangan udara yang dibalas tembakan roket oleh kelompok milisi Palestina. Menurut informasi terbaru yang dirilis otoritas Palestina pada Sabtu 6 Agustus, jumlah korban tewas akibat serangan Israel telah bertambah menjadi 11 orang.
They want to establish a Khilafah state in the Holy Land. They want to transform Israel into a Khilafah state. That's why Israel does not describe itself as the Republic of Israel. You notice that? The Jews don't describe Israel as a republic because they want Israel to become a Khilafah state. In order for Israel to become a Khilafah state, it has to be a state in which supreme authority, sovereignty belongs to the Lord God. So you cannot be a Khilafah state and also be a member of the United Nations organization with the Security Council sitting on your head. Morris, you can't be a Khilafah state and yet be a member state of the International Monetary Fund, which says that what the Lord gave you and made halal or legal, the International Monetary Fund made haram or illegal. Yeah. And all, excuse my language, Morris, I don't know what to do. I don't know why. I can't help it. I can't help it now, but my frustration is so great. I say all the jackasses of the world, excuse my language, all the jackasses of the world will accept the paper money as valid. But when they go into the grave, they'll realize that they have been like a jackass, meaning not using the mental, the brain that the Lord God gave you to ask where this money came from, the International Monetary Fund. Tomorrow, no more paper money. Tomorrow is going to be only digital money, electronic money, and only central banks will issue money. We forget all these banking systems. We don't need this bank anymore. The only bank you need now is the central bank. And the central banks of the world under Jewish control. It's real control. They control the money of the world. Yeah. So you can't have a Khilafah state and yet be a member of the International Monetary Fund. Huh? And yet you call yourself a Khilafah state, Pakistan? That's what they say, they're Islamic. When you use the word Islamic, what you mean by that, if you don't know, well, let me tell you. If you say you are Islamic, it means that you're claiming to be a Khilafah state. If I'm wrong, correct me. If you dare, come on and correct me. So when Iran says the Khilafah state, the Islamic Republic of Iran. So, okay, if you're a Khilafah state, come on Iran, tell me. How can you be a Khilafah state and yet be a member of the IMF? What's wrong with you? But Israel is moving in the direction of becoming a Khilafah state. That's what they're doing. So there'll be no power over Israel. None. Israel will not be any member of any IMF. Not at all. A member of the UN. No. And I believe that Israel is going to bring back gold and silver coins as money as the next ruling state in the world. And for Pax Judaica to replace Pax Americana, the way Pax Americana replaced Pax Britannica, you have to take on the two forces in the world which are perceived as the greatest threats to Israel, the oppressor. And they are, number one, the world of Islam, and number two, the Orthodox Christian world. And so now these two have become, to use a French expression, the bête noire of modern Western civilization, the world of Islam, so war on Islam. So Muslims are terrorists. And every cattle, people who have the intellectual acumen of cattle and who allow CNN to do their thinking for them instead of thinking for themselves, they will accept this rubbish, that Muslims are terrorists, when in fact their own governments, their own armed forces, their own security agencies, they are the world's worst and most dangerous terrorists of all. They commit state-sponsored terrorism. Like, you know, Morris, there are three kinds of lies, or three categories of lies. Did you know? No, you didn't.
There's a white lie.
No. There are normal lies. And then, Norris, let me introduce you to the second one. There are great lies. Great lies. But above them all, there's 9/11. Three kinds of lies. And they show no shame at all. None. They're not embarrassed that we caught them lying. No, they just hold on to the lie and repeat it endlessly and hope that by repeating it, they will get all the cattle of the world to stop thinking and accept their lies to be truth. And when someone seeks to expose their lies, they kill them. And my response to them, Morris, is you can kill a man, you cannot kill the truth. And we don't mind dying. Yes. We do not mind dying. We are not afraid of that. You can kill as many as you want, but you cannot kill the truth. And that truth is going to haunt you one day. The truth will come, and we know when it will come. In its blazing splendor. There are two people on the face of the earth whose hearts long for that day when the truth will blaze the world. There are two people, only two. And these two people are now coming closer to each other with love and affection. And they can't stop it. No, they can't stop it. Number one is the world of Islam. And number two is the world of Orthodox Christianity. And Putin is an Orthodox Christian.